What if I told you that menopause can cause phantom smells, internal vibrations, balance problems, and even a sensation like bugs crawling up your skin? Most women have never heard of these symptoms, so when they show up, it can be confusing and sometimes even worrying. So if you've been experiencing something strange and wondering if it's just you, this video may provide the answers. Let's see how many of these you've heard. Number one is skin crawling. The proper term for this is called formication. So it's like a feeling of ants crawling up the inside of your skin. Your skin can get very itchy. It can be very uncomfortable, but there's nothing there. There's no rash. You can't see anything happening on top of the skin. So this is very often caused by hormonal changes, just interfering with the way in which your nervous system is working. Number two, cold flushes. We've all heard of hot flushes and night sweats, but for some women, they get the complete opposite. They get a really cold flush. They can be shivering. They can still sweat. This is the funny thing. So you're really cold and shivering, but you're sweating at the same time. Some of you may find you get a hot flush and then it's immediately followed by a cold flush. And this is just the way your body's responding to the way in which it's keeping your core temperature completely balanced. So it's all to do, again, with the hormonal fluctuations going on. It's the same mechanism as hot flushes, but it's just making you cold instead. Number three, internal vibration. So this can be a bit like you've got a mobile phone stuck inside your chest and it's vibrating away. So you can feel it in the chest area, in the arms, in the abdomen, and some women find that they can feel it in the top of their legs as well. Most women find that this is one of these phases that these vibrations just come and go. And again, it's the hormonal changes interfering with nerve function. The one thing I would say here, though, is other health issues can cause these kind of vibrations as well. So things like anemia, vitamin B12 and vitamin D deficiency. So if this is something that's not going, if it's getting worse, just get it checked out by your doctor. Number four is phantom smells. This is called phantosmia. So this is where you can be anywhere at all and suddenly you can smell cigarette smoke, or there's a strong smell of perfume, or there's some really unpleasant smell and you're saying to other people, can you smell the smoke? Can you smell that horrible smell? And everyone else is going, no, and they just don't understand. Again, hormonal changes can interfere with the way that your brain is processing sensory input, and the messages of what the smell is just get scrambled before you can process everything. One word of warning here again, phantosmia can be a sign of other health issues. So again, if this is one that's happening on a daily basis, if it's getting worse, please just double check with your doctor. Number five is vertigo. So this could be just like feeling a little bit faint. It may well feel that you're a bit dizzy, or that you're on a boat. You might feel that you're just sort of rocking all over the place and you're not quite sure what's going on. So this can be due to changes in the inner ear. Again, all of these symptoms are caused by hormonal changes affecting specific areas of the body. So this particular one, your inner ear, your balance mechanisms in the ears are just going a little bit offline, causing these particular problems. Number six, this is an adrenaline surge in the middle of the night. So there you are, you've managed to get off to sleep, everything's okay, and you suddenly wake up about 3 o'clock in the morning and it's like a jolt, like someone's electrified you. Your heart's thumping, your breathing's going up, your brain is going all over the place. It can be very frightening. So again, this is one where the hormonal changes are affecting the way your body responds to stress. And during the night, there can be things going. It could even be some kind of dream that's causing this particular problem as well. Number 7, you love going out in the sun, but you're very thorough about protecting yourself with either suntan cream, wearing protective clothes, or your sun hat, and suddenly you find you're burning. You've not changed anything, but your skin seems much more sensitive and much more easily irritated. So again, falling estrogen can make your skin a lot thinner, which reduces its protective ability against the sun. So you find that you are becoming more sensitive to UV rays, sunshine in general, maybe even on a cloudy day you're getting burnt. Number 8 is your hair texture changes. You may have had straight hair and suddenly it's curly. You may have had very fine hair and suddenly it's very coarse and totally unmanageable. So the hormonal changes don't just affect the amount of hair you grow, because a lot of women tell me that their hair gets thinner generally, but it can also affect the way in which your hair grows. So what we know is that the hair follicles, which is the little holes in the scalp which the hair shaft grows up, can change shape. So if you've had straight hair, your hair follicle would be straight. If you've always had curly hair, then your hair follicle would be a little bit like a corkscrew shape. So this is why suddenly your straight hair changes, the follicles have changed and decided to become a little bit curly, and hence you end up with curly hair. Number 9, you bruise more easily. You just find a little bump and you end up with a big bruise. This is another area where falling hormones can affect the thickness of the skin. So your skin gets thinner, which means the blood vessels, the tiny little blood vessels, are nearer the surface of the skin. Your blood vessels themselves can also become a little bit more fragile. So the combination of two means that even a slight little knock or extra pressure can cause bruising. Again, this is one of these symptoms. If you're bruising all the time, if you know you haven't bumped yourself and you're ending up with bruises, please just get this one checked by your doctor. Number 10, last but not least. So this is one, I know it happened to me at one point. Your spatial awareness changes. So I know for me it was I could never ever park straight in a parking space, no matter what I did and how hard I tried. I always thought it was straight, and I ended up always being off to one side or the other. But what happens is your spatial awareness changes. So what you're seeing in terms of feet or meters completely changes. So you end up bumping into doors. You might find you're a bit more clumsy. You go to pick up a cup and completely miss it. Or you may find you want to put your cup down on the table and completely miss the table. So this can be due to your eyesight changing as well. So it's always a good idea in the perimenopause and menopause to get regular eye checks, because your eye pressure and your eyesight can change quite dramatically. But it can also be due to muscle function and muscle coordination. Those can change as well. Have you experienced anything else that you've just wondered, is it me or is it the menopause? Ask about it and I'll be happy to answer. Have a lovely week and I'll see you soon.